Ashley, otherwise known as Fox if you've ever talked to Lindsay, and I just want to thank everyone, especially Colby, Lindsay, Craig, Virginia, and all of the family and friends who have put so much work and effort into making this such a magical and special day. I feel truly blessed and honored to be a part of it. Now, Lindsay and I have been envisioning this since we were 10 years old, and we called a psychic hotline and found out that we would both truly find the men of our dreams and get married one day. So I'm very excited to see that those two 45-minute conversations that my parents were very excited to get a bill for certainly paid off. So that was just the beginning of our idiotic hijinks, and I think we have a lot more to share, but I want to start with the handsome groom here. I first met Colby 7 years ago at my bachelorette party in the Ozarks, and my first thought, I'm like, he's really quiet, not necessarily in a shy way, but that he definitely reserves his words for when they will matter most, and that really reminded me of somebody else important in Lindsay's life, Craig. And so I thought this might just be something different for her. And then later on that night I got to spend some more time with Colby, and in a matter of a few hours and a couple of drinks we went from acquaintances to hug buddies. And just seeing that extra layer of his personality certainly solidified in my mind that this was going to be something special that lasted a long time. And I think over the time I've seen that your amazing patience and your down-to-earth nature and your great sense of humor has really allowed you to roll into the fold of this crazy set of friends and family. And I know that you will be wonderful with Lindsay, and your dynamic between the two of you certainly matches that of Craig and Virginia, which has been pretty successful, I would say. And I would just say that I wanted to help you along the way, and so in order to help you get through all of her intricacies and to deal with this strong personality that she certainly has, not that you've not done a great job so far, created a little instruction manual, if you will. And hopefully the next time you're not sure what to do, you will just reference this. This is kind of the abbreviated version, but it is indexed by mood and events, so I hope you'll find that helpful. Now, it's really hard to sum up 25 years of fun and laughter and friendship that Lindsay and I have shared, from Barbies and wannabe princesses to rocking out on the French horn in junior high to being drama stars in high school. We've been pretty cool since way back. And I can think of a lot of other roles that she's played in my life, like being my alarm clock in high school when she would so ever gently come in and pounce on me to wake me up before school, and then shove fudge rounds and Pepsi down my throat. She's been the biggest fan of my short order chef fan club. From cookie dough to making pickle wraps on the living room floor to frying mushrooms at 3 a.m. during spring finals. She's definitely gathered this taste for the finer things in life, and that set her up for that. And we can't forget her amazing love for movies, because we've spent a lot of time watching films and even writing a few sequels along the way. I'm just glad that Colby can now take care of all of those scary axe-wielding lunatics that were in those movies, rather than having her jump into my lap. And all the times that we played Nintendo video games, her jumping, or us played Mario Brothers all night long and clogging our controllers with cheese puff and chocolate goo. And sorry, it's been a long day. I got to reference it. I'm sorry. Now, if you don't think that Lindsay is competitive, you should probably watch us throw down, because between the physical and the verbal battles that we have shared over the years, that definitely brings out the edge in her, from fighting over a stick to arguing over which topic in school is more important. We've certainly had our fair share of tiffs, but we always made it through them, and that's why we were roommates long before we ever moved in together in college. And I spent more nights on Craig and Virginia's couch than I did in my own bed, I think, for a few years. So, if you've ever ridden with Lindsay, you know that she's one of the best / most navigationally inept drivers you have ever met. And we've spent more time in our lives figuratively and quite literally lost, but through all the U-turns we laughed. And I think that 3 hours we spent lost in Ames because we missed our exit gawking out a hot boy, totally worth the memories. And And one of my favorite roles is, of course, your role as a drinking partner, and we won't go into any of those particular memories here tonight, but there's been a fair share of nights that I can't really remember, but I'll never forget. And while you have taught me to do makeup and ride horses, most of the time I held the mother role, and I got to deal with some of the tears and tantrums and all of that, but as motherhood goes, it was worth it to share in all the laughs and all of the long talks. So, Lindsay, you're definitely not just my best friend. As we've gotten older and deepened our connection, going through getting into adulthood and becoming homeowners, dealing with awful jobs, losing cherished grandmothers to long-fought cancer battles. We've certainly had our fair share here, and I'm excited to see you and Colby embark on this journey of marriage and parenthood. So while you're not just my best friend, you're my sister and my very first soulmate, and I cherish all of our memories together. So, if you will raise your glasses, I will finally be done. Who gave me a mic anyways? To Colby and Lindsay, I wish you all the health, wealth, and happiness, and the kind of love that will inspire you to fall in love with each other over and over again as you go down this path. Cheers.
Thank you all for coming. I'm Colby's oldest brother. Sorry about that. One of my buddies decided to call me in the middle of the night. Colby definitely is the baby of the family. I wouldn't trade him for the world. He's my brother, my best friend. My favorite times have been fishing and hunting with you. Some of them, a lot of them we can't talk about in here. And the most memorable moments growing up with you included everything from you chasing me with a pitchfork to me visiting you in college with an apartment so filthy I refused to come inside. From the looks in your truck some days, I don't feel like much has changed. Lindsay, you may have to hire a full-time housekeeper. Lindsay, I welcome you to our family, and I would like to thank Craig and Virginia for a great meal and a great time. I wish you both a lot of happiness. Cheers. Cheers.
Me and Lindsay would really like to thank everybody for coming out. Everybody here has really played a detrimental part in our lives, helped grow us to who we've become today, and really couldn't thank anybody more than our parents, Mom and Dad, and Craig and Virginia. And it's been a beautiful day, and it's all thanks to you. We've had a great night so far, and I hope it really continues into this evening. I just gotta say, I'm probably the luckiest man alive. She is pretty much the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life, so I'm very thankful for that. We really couldn't be any happier for all you guys spending the night with us and taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here with us tonight. So with that, let's raise our glasses, and we really appreciate everything again. Thank you, and have a great night, guys.